So Drake dropped a new album, Certified Lover Boy, which is an anticipated album of this year due to the pushback. And did it live up to the hype? Well, let's talk about it. So this album was pushed back. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, and it was pushed back more than likely just due to the fact that he had to maybe fix up some tracks. He wanted to change some stuff up to make it better than what it was before. It's an album, to say the least. One of the things that you'll notice before you even start listening to the album was the album cover that was released beforehand, which has a lot of pregnant emojis, kind of going with the theme of Certified Lover Boy. So there is an expectation with the title and the cover that made me feel like I was going to hear something close to like a Pretty Ricky sounding album, but that's not the case. And I don't think that I'm alone on this one. I feel like a lot of people probably felt like he was probably going to go another vibe with this than we actually got. But it seemed like more of a gimmick that he was going for that wasn't successfully fulfilled in the making of this album. But there is quite a few things to like about this album. I do like the beginning tracks, Champagne Poetry as well as Poppy's Home are some great tracks to start off with. And I love the samples and the feel of the song. And of course, he has a diss to Ye, which I'm going to get into a little bit later. And of course, it has some good lyricism, some good wordplay that Drake is really good at delivering. And also, we are graced with a Hova verse on the song Love All, which I enjoyed over his feature on Donda. With the overall song just being okay, Jay-Z does elevate it with his presence. And the features are cool. It was only a few that I really did like I just mentioned, Jay, Ross, Wayne, and Cudi all did good on the album. All the other ones, you know, they gave a decent feature. But some of the songs that I really did like were, like I said, Champagne Poetry, Poppy's Home, Fair Trade, with the beat and the chorus, and especially 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. No Friends in the Industry, Yeba's Heartbreak, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, Knife Talk, You Only Live Twice, I Am Y2, as well as the last song, The Remorse. So as you can tell, there are quite a few songs that I did like on this 21 track album. And did I forget to mention that? Yeah, 21 tracks. And even though I like those tracks, there are some skippable tracks thrown throughout the LP, one of them being Girls Want Girls. I could live without that one. And I may be in the minority when I say this, but I actually like the song Way Too Sexy. I didn't think it was the best song, but I actually did like it. I like the beat, and oddly enough, I like the sample that goes along with it and how it starts off the song, and even the chorus works. But that's not excusing the verses, because I like, throw away the verses, all the rest of the song is good. It just, I don't think anybody did really exceptionally well, even Drake. And getting into No Friends in the Industry was actually a really good track. It feels like a strong lead into 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, where he lyrically goes at Ye, and he has some really nice wordplay, and he addresses the address leak. You get it, because address is the... Anyway, and he also talks about the possible friendship that they could have if they did hatch things up, but you know, it's whatever. Both tracks are really good tracks to listen to, and it just really just kind of adds to Drake is in his bag when he's rapping. And I know that I'm not alone when I say that. He's good, you know, making songs for like the female singing and everything else, but when Drake actually gets on the track and raps, Drake is in his bag, and Drake pulls out that good lyricism, that wordplay, and just that good flow, and he just kills it. And these tracks literally add to that resume of songs that when Drake goes in, he goes in. But as far as just the overall album, I feel like it didn't live up to the hype. I mean, it's not garbage in the least bit, but it wasn't a classic or anything that would blow our minds. It really just sounds like a regular Drake sounding album with nothing extraordinary to excuse the pushback or make us feel like it was worth the wait and that we were rewarded for it, or understand why it was necessary. But overall, this album is underwhelming. There are some gems in there, but not enough to redeem the rest of the record and make it a great listening experience to revisit over and over again. And if I were to do comparison, I actually like Donda over this album. I feel like the title as well as the cover were both misleading to what the expectations of the album would be. And the pushback and just what we got really didn't match up. So this album really just came out to be overpromised and underdelivered. But even in saying that, it's not a completely bad album. It's not trash at all. It just wasn't the greatest listening experience that you could have. And so with that said, that wraps up my review for Drake's Certified Lover Boy. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet. And subscribe if you're not. Hit that notification bell. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out. Stay safe.